Hey guys, Long Haul Larry, and I am still working my rehab. I am on my fourth. It's actually been more than 4 weeks. Um, it's just the fourth time that she has brought me new exercises, and I thought I would share them with you. Um, there has been usually it's been like every Sunday evening she would come over and give new exercises and everything like that. And but there has been a couple times where I think it's been where I didn't feel that I was ready to move on to the next one, and I explained this to her and stuff, and then she said, "Okay, then keep doing it for that week. Move forward as much as I can and everything else." And so it's been a little bit longer than that, and but this is like the fourth set of exercises that she has had, and now we're starting to lift a little bit of weight. And I have been doing this for a little while, and she has said that I'm supposed to move up into weights and stuff. We're starting out in a lower weight and everything, just getting things worked in, and then as I start to build more muscle, I'm going to use stronger weights and everything else. And so I thought I'd share these with you guys. And once again, this is a fusion of an L5 and an S1 that I had. What basically is my last vertebrae in my lower back was completely shattered, and it was shattered from when I originally broke my back. It's been broken since then, and somehow somebody didn't find it. And I've had lots of problems with my lower back ever since then. It's been really a problem, but I've been living with it and just thinking it was part of it. And then I started a construction of this house on the outside, reconstruction. And the first day of it, I grabbed a pole and I twisted at the lumberyard when I picked it up, and my lower back just went pow. And I was like, owie. And a couple of chiropractor visits taught me that to get back in. I was icing, I was trying to take it easy. Next thing I know, I was in the hospital, and they said that lower vertebrae that was on my pelvis, that's attached to your pelvis, actually wasn't even attached for years. And the doctor was like, "You are so lucky that you don't like play golf or something like that or something, and swing, and stuff, and move around a lot." He goes, "Because it could have completely become disconnected." And I'm like, dude, I play golf all the time. I'm on my snow bike, I'm on snowmobiles, I'm on four wheel. I'm crazy active. And he's like, "Really, with your broken back?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, I can't sit down. And he says, "Well, so I'm washed out for you." And I think I know what that was. I think everybody else does too. And thank God that held together like it did. He said it could have really been bad. I have been getting better and better. My sciatic nerve has completely healed. I have no more tingling or nothing else. He thought that there would be permanent nerve damage that would come from that, because there was a bone fragment that he actually pulled out of my spine, and he thought that there would be, and I haven't. It's completely gone. I have no more nerve pain shooting down my leg or nothing like that. That has completely subsided. Only difference is the temperatures are getting colder. It's getting the 30s and stuff like that. And I've never been a person with cold feet or cold hands. And still to this day, I'm working all the time outside and everything else. And I have other people come by, and they're helping and they're wearing gloves and everything else. And they're like, "Why don't you wear gloves? It's cold." My hands never, and I touch people's face, my hands never get cold. And my hands are always warm and stuff. If I'm out, in really cold weather, or I'm out snowmobiling and stuff, yes, I wear gloves and everything else. But my hands just don't get cold. The gloves that I wear for snowmobiling are like paper thin. And there's like bar heaters on the snowmobile. I never even operate a bar heater. When we'll switch snowmobiles or, switch around, try different stuff, people get on my snowmobiles and they're like, "Don't your bar heaters work?" And I'm like, I don't turn them on. And they're like, "Really?" But I have noticed, what I'm trying to get to with that is this foot over here is always cold. It's very cold all the time. So I think that is the nerve damage or something like that. It's that foot just seems like it's always cold. And I've worn winter socks. I have multiple socks and everything, putting boots in. It just seems like that foot, whenever I go outside or something like that, just gets cold. So that's probably what I've ended up with. But there's no pain or anything. It's just the foot gets cold easily, which, you know, I'll deal with and stuff. If I have to, I'll just get heated socks or something if I go outside in the wintertime and stuff. But that was a long intro, I guess, and how my healing is going on. Everything is great. I'm moving along so good. It is not even funny. I wish that I would have done the rehab on my first surgery. I did a couple little things and then I just kind of stopped on it, and that was a bad decision. So I'm making sure to keep this rehab up, and this is going to be something that I'm going to be doing a lot of. I'm going to be doing a lot of exercising in my back. I want to build my back really strong with muscles and everything, and I see how it has fixed this. And so now she's working with me to build a lot of muscles in my back, and hopefully that's going to help heal where the originally broken back is. But it's also going to keep things from happening. And so that's why I do these. So the first one that she has me doing now is an exercise ball curl ups level 2. So while I'm sitting on an exercise ball, walk forward so that your back lies against the ball. Fold your arms across your chest, and then use your stomach muscles to raise your upper back off the ball. It's kind of a sit-up, but not really. It's kind of assistance, but I'm also getting with my core muscles, which are getting a lot smoother, using my core muscles to crunch a little bit. I'm not supposed to, she said, don't, be like you got to do a full sit-up. She could just do a little bit and work into it. So that's what I'm doing. I'll show you what's going on. So you just walk back and just put it up on her and just simply raising. And just hold it up there a little bit. And this is crunching the core muscles and using your lower muscles to raise your back. And I'm not sure here, I can't remember. 10 times, and you just basically hold it for a second. So you just all right, so the next one I have is an exercise ball is back extension. So basically what I'm going to be doing is laying on the ball, and now I'm going to be raising my back up. Instead of raising this way, I'm raising up the other way, which is really a lot of the lower back. So basically I'm just going here, I'm putting my hands behind my back, and then I'm just raising up. And now I did this the first time, and she's like, you don't need to go that far. And I'm like, I have no problem. She's like, yeah, no problem. Then go all the way. And so that's what I've been doing is I go all the way down and then just going up. And I can tell you, when I first had the surgery, if I thought that I'd be able to do this, I would tell you no. I'm going to tell you that in the hospital, before that, I really thought that I was really done with my movement and stuff. And it's been a lot of hard work to get back to this. I can tell you that much. So it's pretty awesome. So this next one that I'm doing, it's called the Sea Urchin Beginner. I guess what you're supposed to do is begin in a plank position with your feet on the Swiss ball, curl your knees in towards your chest, and then return to a starting plank position. So basically, like that. So the next one is, they said it's a ball up a wall. Well, I got a problem. I got low ceilings. So I can't use the ball and stuff. She said, I talked to her about it. She said it's not a big deal. You can just use a doorway or whatever. So basically, you stand facing a wall, and then it's basically just a stretch upward is what it is. And so it's just basically going up and then just pushing up and stretching out that lower back. You just hold it and then you do it again. And so the next one on there is she said something about a medicine ball and everything else. She said it's a weight too, would work just fine. I don't need a special medicine ball and everything. And so I've actually gotten different cowbells and different weights and everything, and just using these for right now. And this is where she's starting to include some weights and wants me to as I get stronger and stronger and everything, to increase the weights and everything, right? So basically what she has is a squat chop. So I'm starting by holding the weight down by your knee while in a squat position as shown. Next, return to a standing position and you raise the ball up diagonally and over towards the opposite shoulder. And then do the other side. So you do one way and then do it the other way. And so basically what I'm doing is going to like this and then lifting up here. And then just hold it for 2 seconds and go back up. So do it each side. So then this one is called the V's. And while standing in a position holding a medicine ball in front of you, move quickly in a V pattern, and ball should be moving up and down and then to the other side repeatedly. And so it's basically, she always, I questioned her, I said, why does it say 10 times 2 sets? And she's like, well, do it 10 times and then take a break and do, and I said, well, just do it 20. And she's like, that's what you want to do, that's fine. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm basically just taking it and going up and just going back and forth and just making a V. And so I'm going to be increasing the weight, but I can feel that working down the muscles right down here on the lower back and everything. I can actually feel that, and in my shoulders from the stretching and stuff, and then in my shoulders I can feel that too. And then the last one that I have, I'm not doing all of the exercises just for these videos. I'm just showing you guys what's going on and everything. I do these my own, but just for the recording of this, because this is actually middle of the day. I've already done my exercises in the morning, so I'm just doing this to record this to show you guys for this, what's going on. So the last one is circles. And so while standing in a standing position, hold the medicine ball in front of you and quickly move in a circular pattern. Do it in one direction, some repetitions, and in the other direction. And it's the same thing. It's 10 and 10. And so basically we're just going around in a circle. We're just going around, and then I end up going back and do it the other way. Okay? So those are the exercises that I was given for my fourth one, and I can tell you that it has greatly helped. I'm so much better, and I could see really the progress of what's going on here. So very much appreciated her for helping me out with this and this rehab. I'm a firm believer in this rehab now. I tell you, I've always just been kind of like, yeah, whatever, I do a lot of work, it'll be fine. But doing the actual exercise that you're supposed to be doing for it, I can see it now. So yeah, so that's the 4th week, and now we're starting to include a little bit of weights with it and everything else. And so that's going to start really building some strength and everything else back there. So I hope that everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they watch this here video. And if you're not, you can just always certainly try that all over again tomorrow. Yeah, it's just a lot of work and keeping up with it, making sure that it's constantly doing it and everything. And I'm also doing the walking too. I'm up to about 2 miles now. I've just started doing a different thing, and it's just over 2 miles. It's 2.1. And it's a big hill that I'm including with it too. So that's helping. So getting more and more, that's what it's all about. So I want to just thank everybody out there for all their prayers and everything else, for my healing and everything else. I'm really coming along fast. The doctor, I mean, this is about a 6-month recovery. And the doctor, he's very happy. He's like, you're moving fast. And even the rehab person, every time she sees me and stuff, she just like, you're moving so much better every week when I see you and stuff. He goes, you're doing it. You're doing it, doing what you need to do. And I just want it to go faster. But, you know, got to do what you got to do as speed you can. So I'm going to let you guys go. I will catch you again later.